This is my third baby, so I'm pregnant with baby number 3, and I found this can of Coke and I filled the glass up with ice cubes, and just, I don't know what it is, just I think the sound of the ice cubes on the glass and then the Coke fizzing over it, and this is what I look forward to. So what I do, hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my pregnancy update week 19. I actually turn 20 weeks on the 15th of May, which is tomorrow from when I'm filming this. So I'm right at the very end of my 19th week of pregnancy. Now, I filmed one of these videos a couple of weeks ago and you all really seem to enjoy it, and I've been getting quite a lot of questions on Instagram. So I've written them all down just because I'm really old school. I've got my phone with me as well, but I've written them all down, and so I thought we would have a pregnancy catch up, just have a good old chit chat. So if you want to watch my pregnancy update, then please keep watching. Okay, if you're new to my channel, then hello, welcome. This is my third baby, so I'm pregnant with baby number 3. And as I said at the start, I am 19 weeks pregnant. So if you want to follow along with my journey, I'd love to have you part of the family here. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. What I thought I would do, because I'm quite active on my Instagram stories daily, so I do get quite a few questions, and I know that some of my viewers here on YouTube don't have Instagram. So I like to obviously update both platforms, if you will, with the answers. So I did put out another question box and asked if there was any kind of like juicy questions, anything you really want to know, because I realized I did miss out a few quite important questions in my last video. So just to recap, I'm pregnant with baby number 3. It's a baby girl, and as I said, I'm in my 2nd trimester, so I'm basically halfway there. I say I'm halfway there because my cesarean section date will be booked in week 38 to 39, unless she decides to come before that. So I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, I'm just going to dive straight into the questions. So I'm going to go with my notepad just because I'm old school and that's how I like it. So a question that I missed out of my last update was, am I having any cravings? And I am, but not like I was with my other 2 pregnancies. So my number 1 craving has been ice cubes, so random, and Coca-Cola. So anybody who knows me, I don't drink any fizzy drinks, I just drink water, that's it. And I like it, obviously I drink bottled water from our fridge, so it's always nice and cold. But since I found out I was pregnant, when I got past the 1st trimester, because I had quite a lot of nausea in the 1st trimester, just this one day I was like, oh, I just need a Coke and it's got to have ice cubes in. So there was a can just randomly, I think Tom must have brought it home if he picked it up from the shop or something, because we don't normally have like fizzy drink like that in the house because none of us really drink it. And I found this can of Coke and I filled the glass up with ice cubes, and just, I don't know what it is, just I think the sound of the ice cubes on the glass and then the Coke fizzing over it, and this is what I look forward to. So what I do when I get home from work, I normally get home about 1:30, 20 to 2 in the afternoon, and that's my thing. So I get home, I pour myself a Coke and I have my lunch, and I look forward to it every single day, and I think, oh, when I get home I'm gonna have that Coke. So that's my number 1 craving. I'm really thirsty all the time, which is a good thing, so I'm drinking plenty of water. Sometimes I feel like my thirst isn't quenched. I'll be drinking and drinking. I'm like, oh, I'm so thirsty, I'm so thirsty. But yeah, other than that, just Coke and just wanting lots of water. I can't really think if I've had any food cravings with my other pregnancies. Like with Ollie, he's my 2nd, I really crave, this is really bad, I know, but just McDonald's Happy Meals. I would send Tom, my husband, out like multiple times a week to get me a kid's hamburger Happy Meal, and that was my thing. But we're vegetarian now, we've been vegetarian for about 1.5 years, and I just don't crave anything like that. If anything, I've been craving actually golden delicious apples, so the light green apples, and I put them in the fridge. Again, I'm really, it's obviously a cold thing, so I've obviously got a cold thing going on, so I put them in the fridge. I actually went to Morrison's yesterday and stocked up on some, and they're in the fridge. So yeah, I like to have that nice and cold as well. But other than that, I haven't been like really wanting any particular food cravings. I'm just really enjoying cooking like our fresh meals that I've been having, and I've been having quite a lot of my homemade tomato soup for lunch with just a pack of Jacob crackers, like, you know, just very basic, but as long as it's got my Coke with the ice cubes, that's my #1 craving. I'm still getting asked if we've had any baby names. So in my last video, I said that we were struggling. I had a name for a boy just already picked out, because I just find boys' names are really, I find them really limited. But with the girls' names, I'm finding the choices kind of like endless. So yeah, I've got a bit of a list on my phone. But like I said in my other video, if you've got any suggestions, then leave them in the comments box. I'm quite liking like really traditional names, because my daughter is called Darcy and my son's called Oliver. So yeah, I like really traditional names. So yeah, any suggestions are welcome. Leave them down below. But no, as yet we haven't decided on a name. We have the talk every night, and I haven't actually added any to my list, but I'm planning on doing a video because somebody said, will I share like a baby name suggestion, so not necessarily the name that we're using, but like names that I like that we won't be using. So I am going to try and sit down and film that, because I have got a bit of a list on my phone. So yeah, I will get that out. But any name suggestions, please leave them down below. I also got asked a question, and I had this in my last video, of if I've got any new stretch marks. So at the moment I haven't seen any. I got stretch marks with my first pregnancy, my daughter, on my hips, and obviously like on my boobs, but they've all faded, so they're all like kind of like that whitey silvery colour. None of them stayed like purpley pink, they all did fade. And then with my son, I got them on the front of my tummy. Nothing major, they're only about that big, and I think I got like 2 each side of my belly button. So obviously they show a little bit more now, because my bump has started to pop a little bit, I would say. I'm going to insert some footage in a little bit, because I've been filming like a bit of a tummy transformation for when baby girl is here. So I'll insert some footage a little bit later in the video to show you what the bump is looking like just before we go into 20 weeks. But yeah, I haven't seen any new stretch marks. Any new symptoms? Do you know, I was actually thinking I don't have anything. I've been feeling a little bit breathless and just feeling tired, but what I find is the tiredness is more so when my alarm goes off in the morning. I could lay there for just not get up out of bed, but obviously I have to, because I've got 2 other children, I need to get them into school, etc., and just busy life. So when I'm actually up and going, I'm fine, but it's just that initial getting out of bed, I just feel like I could sleep all over again. It feels like I've only just gone to bed. But other than that, I've had, touch wood, I've had no nausea since about week 13. I think that started to subside, and yeah, nothing else. The only other thing I've been getting, which I don't know if this is normal, so if you've had more than one baby, or if you're experiencing this, let me know, but I've been getting, I'm assuming it's Braxton Hicks. I mentioned it to my midwife at my 16-week appointment, and she just said monitor it, but I've been getting tightenings in my tummy, so to the point where I'm kind of walking like this, because it feels really uncomfortable to stand up straight, but they're not painful. They're just, my tummy just goes tight. So I did go online and I read that it's quite normal, it's just the body preparing for when you eventually go into labor. But yeah, I didn't know if it was like too soon to get that, but online it says that people do experience them from the 2nd trimester, so I guess it's all part of the process. But other than that, no new symptoms really. I'm just so busy, I find, this time of round, because obviously I've got the children, they've all got their after school, so I'm just always busy. The only thing I would say is I cannot clean like I used to. So our house, we're having building work done, so I'm finding it's really dusty very easily, and we're having the floor laid at the moment in the extension, so I was trying to like just mop the floor in the kitchen, because some like plaster dust had been walked through. I was like, I'm really out of breath here. Like, I feel like I've just run a marathon. So yeah, that's the only thing. I can't clean like I used to, or I can, but it just takes me a lot longer. But other than that, I'm feeling very, very well. So yeah, long may that continue. What else have we got? What is my latest purchase? Oh, let me go and grab it actually, because something has just come through that I wanted to share with you, so I will be right back. So a question was, what has been your latest purchase? And this actually came yesterday, when our postman's been coming really late, so it was here. Oh, now I'm out of breath. It was here when I got home from the school run. So this isn't anything big. What I've thought I would do is just start buying like little bits and pieces, so it's not kind of like a big panic towards the end. So it's a company that I actually stumbled across on Instagram. I'd highly recommend you check them out. I'll leave their link in my description. But it's a company called Nola Baby. So it came like this, but like how adorable is this packaging? And just their business, well, their thank you card, I should say. It's like white with the gold foil. Absolutely love it. So what I picked up is a pack of the Bibs dummies in size 1, and it's the beige and very light pink. These seem to be sold out everywhere here in the UK. I'm really struggling to find them. They have got them on Amazon, but they seem to be a little bit more expensive. They were £7.99 on Nola Baby, so I grabbed those. I know my sister's making me a bit of a hamper, and she's got me another set of these. Now, my other two didn't like dummies or pacifiers, whatever you call them. They didn't take to them, but I just want to have them just in case this baby wants one. And I also picked up a dummy clip. So this is by Nibbling London. Again, I got it off Nola Baby, but that's the brand. And it's kind of like all natural wood. It's all naturally sourced. It's not got any like harsh chemicals or anything in it. And it's just obviously the natural wood and the blush pink, I think they call it. But it's kind of like a very muted pink. So I picked that up for her. And then also this, I did pick this up, but it would actually make a really lovely gift. So it comes in this kind of like Hessian bag. And all it is, it's just a wooden plaque that just says, "Hello World." So I'm planning on, obviously, when we announce that she's arrived, putting that on her announcement photo. I think that was £4.99, so it wasn't too bad a price either. I'm really, really happy I got that. So yeah, that is my latest purchase. But another question I had was what do I still need to buy, and have you found anything, have you seen anything, like any prams that you like? Now when it comes to, I'll answer the first one first. So what do we still need to buy? Probably quite a lot. I've got the snooze pod, which will go in our room. I don't know if there's going to be a nursery or anything done for when she's here, because we need to actually create another room in the house. I explained that in my other update, so I'll link that here somewhere on the screen or down below, just to save going over it again. But yeah, as long as she's got what she needs for like when she's first here, for the first few months of her being here, when she's in our room, that's all I'm kind of like focusing on now. I do want to get like a nice changing mat. I'm not sure if I want to get like the wedge one or the one in the baskets that I've seen, so I want to get that. And what else do I need to get? I need to get a breast pump. Exciting things. So that's quite an expensive purchase that I need, that is on the list. And I also need to, there was something else I needed that I thought, oh, I need that car seat and base for the car. I'm really torn at the moment. So with my other two, they both use the Maxi Cozy car seat, and I'm kind of really leaning towards the Bugaboo Turtle Air, I think it is, with the base, because we need something that's a bit more slimline to fit in the car with the other two car seats that we've got for the children. So I think that's what I'm going to go for, but I'm still like I'm in an iron as to what. So that will probably be my next purchase. In terms of buggies or prams, now I haven't actually looked at any, purely for the reason I get so like I can go just off on one when it comes to prams. I love them. Now I kept Ollie's pram. So basically when he was born, I had the Bugaboo Chameleon, and I found when he got to about 6 months old, he looked absolutely huge in it, and I thought there is no way he is going to still fit this when he's like 1.5. So I ended up selling it, because it was, we'd only used it a handful of times, because obviously we've got the car, so we would only use it if we went shopping or we went on a walk, whatever. I cleaned it all up and I ended up selling it, and then I bought the newer version of the Bugaboo B, because I found it was easier to fold up. It folds in one rather than the frame folding and then the seat going on top. And it was just lightweight, and he just looked so much more in proportion in it. So I've actually kept that. I'm pretty sure I've got the Bugaboo B5. It's either the 3 or the 5, but it's the all black frame. So I did keep that. So I'm planning on using that for her. Obviously I will have the car seat, so I'll just need to buy the adapters to attach to the car seat. And then what I've also seen that you can buy is the carry cot to go on it. So I'll try and insert a picture here if you've not ever seen this buggy. So I've actually got the buggy, I just need to buy the carry cot for it. But I've seen that you can actually get them like pre-loved on places like eBay, and they basically look brand new, so I'll probably end up doing that because I don't know how much she will use it, but I do just want to have something like that because of the time of year she's going to be born. It's going to be colder here in the UK, so I want her to be like all nice and wrapped up. So I do need to buy that. And I've also got like the Bugaboo foot muff, the liner for the pushchair, so I've got everything, so it just makes sense to use that. It's in lovely condition because I like to clean my buggies all the time, so it still looks really, really new. So I just figured there's more important things that we need to spend money on, so I'm just going to keep that. So no, I haven't looked at any other buggies. We will be using the Bugaboo B for her. And what else have I got? Oh, I had a question asking me if I'm using any pregnancy apps. I am. I did want to talk about this in my last video, but I kind of went off on a tangent, completely forgot all about it. So I've got two that I'm currently using. I'm going to insert a screen recording here of the app, but my favourite is the Pregnancy Plus app. But I do also use the What to Expect app, but I just prefer the Pregnancy Plus app. So what you do is you pop in, before you know your due date, you can pop in when your last period was, the first date of your last period, and it will estimate the date. But then as soon as you go for your scan and you know your due date, you can alter that. And then it just keeps track of the days, how far you are. You can get updates daily on new developments for baby and also weekly. And it also has like really helpful like inserts in there. So at the moment it says, talks about pregnancy journals. It's also got like a link to an Amazon wish list, and it sends you like offers and things like that that are on at the moment. So I actually do have an Amazon wish list that I've set up, just purely like little bits and pieces that family and friends have asked for. But if you like purchase so much, you can get things like a free nappy bin. So I'll try and link that down below if that's some sort of link in case you're pregnant and you're wondering. But yeah, I do really love this one. So I'll pop a screen recording in of what it looks like in case you are wondering. And yeah, as I said, the other one is the What to Expect. This one has been around a little bit longer, I believe. I use this with Darcy and Ollie. It's still really, really good. I use both of them, to be honest. Just if I had to choose one, I would prefer the Pregnancy Plus app. But what I think I'll do now is I'm going to insert some footage of baby girl Bump at 19 weeks. So we're at the very, very end of 19 weeks. I have my 20-week appointment on Monday. So that is my, I'm trying to think what they'd call it. I think it's called the anomaly scan. So this is where they scan all the major organs in baby. So I've got that on Monday. So I'm planning on vlogging that actually. I won't be allowed to vlog in the scan, but just vlogging what happens, what's said, any updates, etc. So stay tuned for that. That will be next week or the week after. But yeah, I'm going to insert some footage here of baby girl Bump.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
So I really hope you enjoyed my pregnancy update week 19. If there are any questions, I know I said this before, but if there's any questions that I didn't answer here that you're wondering, just pop it in the comments, because I'm planning on filming these every couple of weeks. I just want them to look back on, because this is more than likely going to be my last pregnancy. And I just really want to have this like as a memory to look back on and to refer to. So I'm trying to get better with taking pictures of my Bump, because I know I'm going to miss it when she's here. So yeah, I'm trying to get better with that. But if there's anything you want to ask me that I didn't answer, just leave it below and I'll be sure to include that in my next update. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.
Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.